Yo, what's going on, guys? Jackpack here, and today, I might sound a little congested. That's because I partied too hard for New Year's. So, because I already know 2024 is gonna be a good year, so I just had to, celebrate. And in that, I got a little sick. So, my apologies if my voice sounds a little weird this episode. What I wanted to talk about today was creativity and how it's being completely destroyed in the New Year's. I see a lack of creativity in like music, in videos, content, everything. I just see a whole bunch of people repeating the same things. Like I'm sure I'm not the only one. I also found myself, not even just when I'm sick, but I found myself listening to old music, rewatching old shows, not for the nostalgia, but because it actually had creativity. It actually had something important to show and something entertaining to watch. My favorite childhood content creator was Sunday. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he basically was a Minecraft YouTuber and he made challenges opening lucky blocks. Him and his team built an entire arena for them to fight in. They made new mini games every day. It was just, there was so much creativity in every episode, and it's something that a lot of kids my generation actually really loved. And we watched it all the time. And every time I watch these videos, I go into the comments, and I always find people saying, like, I'm here in 2022, rewatching this, like this if you're here, or something like that. And a lot of them say it's for nostalgia, but I'm seeing a growing amount of comments talk about how they just miss the old days. Now, it's not necessarily missing the feeling of being a child, you know? Because if that was the case, then I would also be watching like fucking SpongeBob and stuff. But it's more of the fact that it's entertaining and it's creative, it's new. Everything online nowadays is so oversaturated. It's the same thing over and over again. And it's like that in almost any industry you go into. How the brain works, let's say your neighbor is a car washer, right? He washes cars. You see that he's making more money than you. So then your brain tells you to do the same thing, but in a different area. And that's essentially what's happening on the internet now. If I had $1 for every time I've seen one of these shitty podcasts with the same, I swear to God, the same OnlyFans girls, the same people with microphones, different YouTube short accounts automating this with AI. If I had $1 for every time I've seen one of that shit, bro, I would be rich. I would be rich. And it's crazy because the first few weeks, let's say, it was interesting, hearing both sides and everything. But then after a while, after the first few years, it's gotten to the point where it's like, just shut the fuck up, bro. Find something else to talk about. Because at this point, you have OnlyFans girls shitting on guys for not controlling themselves. Then you see them advertising under fucking Patrick's Rock, bro, and it's Bikini Bottom. It's ridiculous. So it's not like anyone's in the wrong. Both people are in the wrong. And we're literally just encouraging online prostitution at this point. Like, what is this world coming to? On top of that, in music, you hear the same shit over and over and over again. Like, we're in 2024. And in the past 4 years of this decade, what new sounds have we heard in music? Yeet? Fucking yeet, bro? That's pretty much it. And even that is still heavily influenced from Cardi, you can tell. I mean, I've literally heard a handful of good albums in the past 4 years that are memorable. Not like good albums to say, but albums that are creative and they change the dynamic of music. We have Jid, The Forever Story. That was really good. He actually is talking about things and he's trying to adapt and become more advanced with his music. We had Kanye, Donda. He's just always doing something. He's always innovating. We had Yachty. He released an entire psychedelic rock album, which we've never heard before. That's a ridiculous turnaround for a rapper. And lastly, as little as I listened to Yeet, he actually put out an album that changed, a good portion of rap. But that still doesn't stop the fact that, like, over half the Americans in the world are listening to older music as the years advance. I mean, by 2014 alone, we had Run the Jewels 2, 2014 Forest Hill Drive, Days Before Rodeo. We even had My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. I mean, like, that's as creative as it gets for music. Guys, I just found out there's literally 100 separate artists for the bird sound genre. Bird sounds. And it's not just music, literally all of YouTube. If I search up a Mr. Beast video reaction, there is over at least 1,000 random ass people reacting to one video which isn't meant to be reacted to, it's meant to be watched, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, there's an art to reacting. A lot of people do this well. I mean, Agent, I'm Dante, a lot of these people, they react really good. But at a certain point, when you have thousands of random people trying to do the same, no talent, no creativity reaction videos, it oversaturates the genre and it slowly kills it off. I mean, I'm on YouTube a lot, but I have yet to find someone actually doing something creative, something new, something different in the past, I don't know, 2 years? 3 years? It's been a long time. And all the new people who are here, they all do the same shit. Fucking online dating shows, like Aiden Ross, Kai, all of them. They all did like online dating shows, Speed. They all interviewed and talked to OF models. They all had rappers or celebrities on their streams, bro. Like, where is the creativity in that? They aren't even making content. They're just being there talking. I don't understand, like, and don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm the most creative person ever. I mean, I am just sitting here talking to myself, if I really think about it. But at least I don't see thousands of other people doing this. I mean, maybe it's just not recommended to me, but I personally don't see a lot of people actually being on here and sharing their beliefs. I feel like now, with all these restrictions on what we can say, what we can do, what can we provide as entertainment, there's so many restrictions that at this point, we're just following a mold to be the same exact thing over and over again. If you take out all restrictions, then creativity can actually shine, because it's not supposed to be a formulated thing. It's not supposed to be about numbers. It's supposed to be about what you can provide as entertainment and what you can come up with. And that's the main thing, I think. It's the numbers. People get so lost in the numbers. They get lost in, oh, I can post these half-ass reaction videos. Oh, I can post this random-ass OF model, get them to pay me, and then I can get clout for it. Like, what happened to being your own boss, bro? I don't get it. I don't get it. But as with all things, there is a point where you run out of ideas. Ideas aren't infinite. And when people give up in trying to make new ideas, then we just get stuck in the cycle like we are now, where the same thing is being repeated over and over again. We're getting oversaturated. Nothing's really fun anymore. We listen to old music, we watch old videos, all of these things that used to be good in the glory days. But what are we in now? You know? Now we have the same fucking AI generated short form content, the same reactors, same debates online, same podcasts, same sound and music. It's just all so repetitive. And half the time it's not even worth trying to dive deep to find new people, because the chances of them doing the same thing that everyone else is doing are so high. And half of me believes social media is the issue. You know what I mean? We fantasize about fast money. We fantasize about the fast life, where we get everything we want and need really quickly. And then we don't even settle down. We just keep going out and living a fast life until we don't have one anymore, because time is short. I just don't get that. You know? Like, yeah, time is short, but if you're always moving so quickly, if you're always expecting everything to just fall into place for you, then where's the challenge? Life isn't made to just be one fucking long trip. It's supposed to be enjoyed. You know what I mean? You're supposed to have highs and lows. I mean, it is just my opinion. Don't get me wrong. Everyone's entitled to their own. But it just feels like we're living in this fucking mobile advertisement, that Heroes ad, where they drop the people in the fucking helmet and sword and they just go out to fight and then die. And then repeat over and over again. That's what it is. You live a fast life. You have internet fame for what, a year? And then what? To keep longevity, if you go in through this path of fast life, then to keep longevity, you need to buy things, you need to spend your money. But when it is just fast and you spend your money to try to keep it going, but you built it on just a short burst, then you lose everything. And then what? Was it really worth it, you know? And at some point, it does need to change, because the people that are doing new things are the people who have been for the past 30 plus years. And they're not going to be here forever. People don't live forever. It's up to us, the newer generation, to actually create something new. We have to have a passion for something other than money and a hookup culture. Like, what's different with us? We need to know what's different and we need to work on it. I believe it can be done. It's not impossible, but everyone just needs to try harder. I don't know, just my ideas. If you guys have any ideas on what I said or any opposing arguments, then put them in the comments, because your comments make half my videos. They're a great way to just, like, I don't know, learn more about everyone's perspective on things. Because at the end of the day, knowledge isn't finite. It comes from everyone else. You know what I mean? To me, knowledge is a collective understanding on things. And yeah. So thank you guys for commenting, and please do if you have any opposing thoughts. If you guys do like this content, then make sure to subscribe. It would help out a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.